Aisha Yusufu condemns Onanuga's shoot at sight call as a threat to rule of law. They should shoot on sight. I said that Onanuga, I don't know where he came from. What kind of order is that? Can you imagine? Human rights activist Aisha Yusufu was strongly criticized by Onanuga, special advisor to President Bola Tinubu, for his public call to shoot on sight individuals caught vandalizing public infrastructure. So because they are vandalizing public infrastructure, they should buy them on sight. This by Onanuga, they will not put rules that when any politicians that we catch that is into corruption shoot them on sight. They will never say that one. But it's citizens that is always the problem. In a statement on social media platform X, Yusufu argued that such rhetoric from a government official undermines the rule of law, justice, and the right to fair hearing. She contended that the alleged vandals are themselves victims of systemic failures, yes, and administrative depravity. We know that stealing is not good. We know that vandalization is not good. But some people they really do not have a choice because the country is really, really bad. So what's now? Arrest them if you want to arrest them. Send them to prison. Which one is shoot on sight? That by Onanuga is not okay. It's not okay. It's even one that normalizing extrajudicial violence would ultimately threaten even those in power, stating that without legal safeguards, you and those you work for would also have been shot. The key points that she made: the condemnation highlights a fundamental clash between authoritarian law and order, rhetoric and established principles of democratic justice and human rights. It frames criminal acts like vandalism within a broader context of socio-economic desperation and government failure, challenging the official narrative. Yusufu responses serves as a direct check against the normalization of violent extrajudicial language from high-ranking state officials, as in that is so wrong. Why would do I blame Onanuga? I don't blame him. The exchange underscores the deepening tension between civil society watchdogs and the government perceived as increasingly intolerant of dissent or failure. It raises critical questions about the state's duty to protect all citizens' rights, even when prosecuting crimes, versus populist call for swift, severe punishment. The confrontation elevates a public debate on the boundaries of state power, the root causes of crime, and the imperative to uphold constitutional rights. In all circumstances, if he has done something wrong, let them arrest them now. Arrest them properly. Which one is shoot on sight? Now, wow. Kurata says, Aisha, I've always been on your side in a lot of social matters, but this one I refuse to be. We have suffered a lot of problem in this country because we refuse to be firm on our rules. Rules are rules and supposed to be strictly followed. So is there a rule that says that people should be shot on sight when they are caught doing something? Because I don't understand. Which one is rules are rules? Take for instance, corruption. Nigeria believes cannot be stopped, but I tell if death becomes the punishment for corruption, within 2 years, if strictly adhered to, will vanish from this country. Vandals are our enemies today. Okay, even if you say, okay, death is the punishment for corruption, which one is shoot on sight? At least arrest them first. Give them a fair hearing to know exactly why. And then you can probably now sentence them. But shooting on sight is wrong. What if the person is not really doing what you thought he's doing? Or what if he was lied against? Now, what for now? Chukwudima replies and says, do you think it's proper for the security man to become the accuser and the judge at the same time? Where is justice in the whole of that? Let there be strong legislation against corruption to deter our corrupt leaders whose criminal behaviors push low-thinking citizens in vandalism of public infrastructure. Another evil has means surviving the harsh economic situation created by those in leadership position. Thanks. Chimeze C. Okorafor says, Mr. Bayo calling Mr. Peter B. desperate while defending Bola Tinubu, who reportedly fell in Turkey, struggles to stand, yet refuses to step aside, is pure hypocrisy. Of course now, of course. They are always attacking Peter B. That one, we are not new to it. His principles is the most desperate, yes, dude in Nigeria. His statement lacks logic or sincerity. Always now, always. He has no job besides propaganda. Bola Tinubu that told his touts and adults to snatch the ballot boxes, grab them, rig election, and run with the ballot boxes is not desperate. It is Peter Obi that is desperate. Make it make sense. Don't mind them. Kededi says, what do you expect from Agbero in government? Not be small thing. Shoot on sight. Can you imagine? It is well. So the ZK says, but Onanuga thinks that can reach it. It doesn't even think like somebody that actually went to school at all. It is well. The meaning says, what about those stealing public funds? Do you get? They should just join another party, Abi. Let them start with our politicians first, because they are the most corrupt people in the world. Let them start with Onanuga. They should shoot you on sight. They hear talk. EJ Solomon says, do you know how force men carry out such duties of shoot at sight? A lot of people are in prison due to mere dispute. You get? What if the person did not really do it? You will now shoot on sight. Now wow. Fabian said, what about those individuals vandalizing Nigerian funds? Abi, talk about that one now. Talk about our leaders that are corrupt, that have stolen all the money, stealing all Nigerians' money. They are the ones that they should be shot on sight. Fabian says, no shoot at sight at individuals looting Nigeria's wealth. Abi o. Kadri Ogbori says he's right, otherwise you lose your country. He is right, indeed. Beg, Louis Scott says Islamic jihadist terrorist speaking. Who is that Aisha that you're calling but Islamic jihadist? I don't understand, but it's not right to just shoot somebody on sight. Why? David Lugar says Onanuga is a big disgrace to him and his words reflect his evil mind, definitely. Odigye Lawrence says, talk nonsense, which rule of law? I hope you are not part of the people sending them. You complain of bad governance on one hand, and on the other hand, you support evil. Security agents should shoot them. Now, wow. Wahid says, most of Nigerian politicians always play to the gallery, not serious, no political will. They often criticize any policy statement made by incumbents. The minimum recommendation is shoot on sight. Almost all facilities in Lagos and other states of the Federation has been vandalized. How can a responsible government be watching citizens vandalizing the whole infrastructure? The opposition in this country Smith Green says there should be a shoot aside for people who are destroying other people's businesses in Lagos too. Abi. It is well. Criminal looting our commonwealth. What happens to them? Abi. What really happens to them? Nwadeche says, is he Nigerian president? They are not telling us something. She Onanuga, Abi. Chika Harry says, what's from that man creates more problem for the president. I'm telling you, that Onanuga doesn't know how to talk at all. Now listen, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.